Hi, everybody. BillKeyz here with Mr. Steve. How's it going? Let them know who you are, sir.
I'm Stephen Butler, 37-year comic book artist.
Yeah, it's a lot going on here.
For a lot of pretty much everybody.
He's actually drawing. He was drawing right now. I interrupted him.
I'm drawing a Deadpool sketch cover.
Most definitely.
For a young gentleman.
So my thing is, how long have you been doing this?
30, I think it's 36, 37 years.
That's
I started in 89, so do the math.
So
I think it's...
What was some of the first things you got paid to draw?
Well, in comics, because I did some other stuff before I got into comics. I started as a sign painter in my hometown. I'm from Mississippi, little town called Lucedale, which is just west of Mobile, Alabama, right on the Mississippi-Alabama line.
It's funny how we have to say other towns so people can know where we live.
Yeah,
Same thing with me. I'm like, hey, I'm from Cutoff. If you drove to Grand Isle, you know what?
Exactly.
I'm one of those towns you drove through to get there.
Exactly. Yeah. Blink your eye and you'll miss it.
You don't even know where I live because you drive on we call it the back road. You don't
right. Yeah, exactly.
So you started painting signs.
Yeah, I started painting signs when I was in high school.
That's awesome.
And I found out it was something I liked to do. I mean, I always drew ever since I was a little kid. And my love for my passion, it was a passion. It always has been a lifelong passion.
Just like what I do, you gotta love it.
Right, to do it, you gotta love it because there's not a whole lot of people becoming like millionaires doing. Even the ones that are millionaires, they didn't make their money from drawing; they made their money other ways. But I digress.
Yes,
I got started. Basically filling a niche that needed to be filled, and people needed. That was back in the days before
you saw a need and filled it.
Yeah, and I think that's what happens a lot of times in this industry. You find at least that's been my experience. I've done sign painting. I'm a caricature artist as well. I did a stint at Disney World in 2007 as a caricature artist, and then I worked at. I've done flea market, worked at flea markets doing whatever it takes to pay the bills, But my main job has been illustrating comic books.
Gotcha.
And that started.
One of the first ones that you did?
There was a book called The Badger. It was an independent book, and it was by a company called First Comics. They're no longer around anymore, but they were kind of big in the 1980s, and that's I got into comics right at the tail end of their publishing existence.
Gotcha.
And I worked for them for a year. I drew a year's worth of Badger comics, and that got the attention. The regularity of the books coming out got the attention of the editors at Marvel.
Oh, okay.
And I started doing conventions similar to this one that we're here, except they're comic book conventions.
Totally different world, from back then till now. It's
big time. Yeah. But I did a comic book convention in Chicago where First Comics was located. That was their headquarters, and the Marvel people were there. And they said, "Hey, we've been looking at your stuff. We'd like to see you try out for us, but you'd have to."
No internet then. They actually.
Yeah. You had to meet them in person, and I didn't go there looking for a job for Marvel, but I came out of it like I think I might could work for Marvel, kind of a thing, because I actually talked to the editors, that were there, and got back home and worked up some samples 1 week. And then the next week, I was actually working on. I got 2 calls in one day for 2 different. One was like an Avengers comic, Avengers West Coast, and then an X Factor annual. Got them in the same day, and so I took them both because I was excited. Do not say no. I knew that it probably would mean I'd have to have some sleepless nights, but that's the sacrifice you make for doing this kind of stuff. So I learned about deadlines very quickly, and the price you pay for doing that. It's usually lack of sleep.
It's no difference in this. When I edit the video, I'll have to get it out. Try to get out at a certain time because if you don't,
you lose your opportunity.
Correct. Exactly. It's okay. So, what are some of the things that you drew? Of course, you drew Sonic a lot.
That was the longest comic that I've ever done. Gotcha. I did that for 17 years for Archie. Gotcha. Started on that one in 1998. And my last job for Archie doing Sonic was 2015, right before they lost the license to do the comics, and that went to another company.
I guess I didn't know you drew. So this is a comic book, or you just drew this?
No, those are the Godzilla ones that you're looking at now. Are ones that I just did as a commission, but I started sharing my stuff on Facebook.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it went viral or anything, but your work gets seen by people all over the world. Just like you said, people listen to your stuff all over the world.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
how I have clientele from
everywhere.
Australia to Germany, France, literally everywhere, and it literally keeps me busy. And I'm also blessed by having a clientele that is ongoing. It's cyclical. They repeat customers.
Correct.
They come back.
I want this. Oh, can you draw Mothra? Or
yeah.
They
all of these were for the same guy.
Yeah, they want them all. Yeah, exactly.
And once I finish one, they'll order another one, and it goes down the road.
Oh, what else can I put on the wall?
I think I'm filling up quite a few. If I went to visit some of these guys, it would look like a Stephen Butler museum or something.
Wait, I remember that one.
Exactly. Man, you hit the nail on the head, because a lot of times I don't even remember the stuff that I've done. Well, that's okay.
Continue,
we can say hello.
Hi there. What's up? Shout out BillKeyz. He's one of the best. He's been here since the first and the last.
That's right.
Thank you, BillKeyz. Everything's okay? You doing okay?
We're doing great. I'd take a water. If you could get us 2 waters for me and Lily, that would be great.
Specifications, room temperature, or would you prefer cold?
I like the cold myself, so we both do.
Lily, would you like a room temperature or cold? You need a snack or anything, chips?
Sure. If you got Doritos or whatever you got, I'll take. I'm not picky, man. There you go. All right, thank you.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. That's
You
the
good.
second time he's done that, by the way. He interviewed me in Mark at one time when he went around and tell her it was funny. That's
Yeah.
So we do bloopers. It's okay.
There you go.
So what is?
This is live.
That's right. Well, yeah, technically yes. Fix it in post.
There you go.
So what is one of your recent, like maybe the last 5 years, one of your favorite drawings that you drew? That you really enjoyed? That's like, man, I can't believe
drawings that I've done, or comics that I've done.
Let's both.
The thing that I'm really excited about is the thing
we just talked about that. That's right.
Oh, you were talking about
yeah. So
I do this with my daughter. This is a
you
comic.
wrote the story though, so I can ask you.
Wrote the story and illustrated it, and she did everything else.
Okay.
I mean, inked it, colored it, lettered it, ran the Kickstarter and everything else. But to come up with the original idea, that was on me.
I enjoyed the map in the back and everything. Like, that was so
cool. This is about Celtic mythology. We're of Irish descent, and we wanted to do something. Awesome. Lily approached me when she was still in college and said, "Dad, could we do something together?" And she had already started helping me at shows, and her artwork had really, really bloomed while she was in high school. And I said, I think we probably could. But what are we going to do it on? She grew up on Sonic the Hedgehog, and that was one of her favorite things. And so I said, we could do something that kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's our own thing, And so we decided to
and also some
to
memory
do this.
for you guys together.
Exactly.
And that's one thing. Like me and my son, same thing. We build memories on situations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something where she would have as much fun doing it as me. And so that's where, yes. And we're working on the second issue of this right now. And here's another thing I'll tell you. She taught me a lot just in doing this. I've always worked on paper, just like I'm doing this. And most of the commissions I do are still on paper. And I drew this still on paper, but we're working on the second issue now. I've switched to working digitally because of... Okay, she loves Cheez-It, so that's great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Well, that's cool. So you're going to do the second issue on digital?
It's already been. I'm halfway done. Okay. And it's done. It's done digitally. I drew. The only thing I drew on paper.
Won't have a Kickstarter, or the whole thing had a Kickstarter?
It will have a Kickstarter. We're not going to schedule the Kickstarter until we're almost done.
Gotcha.
I
will put that in the description regardless when it's time.
Yeah, it'll be this year. It'll probably be in the fall.
Well, it won't matter if they watch it after, because I'll put that in the description, the title.
Yeah. Sounds good. But yeah, this is my favorite thing because it's personal.
Yeah.
It's something
that means a lot. I agree.
And it's family. It's the start of what I hope to be many more collaborations for. We're duo publishing, by the way. It's because it's just the two of us. But her brother is a big anime and manga fan, and he doesn't draw, but he's a writer, a really good one.
That's
and he wants to get into writing, but he's finding a hard time. He's just out of college. I said, you know what? I think we could fix that. So he's writing a manga that I'm going to be illustrating.
That's so cool.
As soon as I get through with this second issue of this, I'm going to dive right into the manga.
We'll do all. We'll
which
have
is
all
a
that,
completely separate thing. It doesn't have anything to do with
But
Fianna.
it is under the umbrella of
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
That's good. So we go there, we can find everything that.
Exactly.
And that's what we'll do. We'll put that in the description and everything like that.
Yeah.
So where else can we find you if we need to find, if someone wants to get a commission or buy some or get something?
You can go, Facebook is the best way through the Facebook Messenger, but you can find me. I got two pages there. One's just Stephen Butler. That's my friend. You can send me a friend request, or you can follow me at Stephen Butler Studios on Facebook.
That's awesome.
And everything that I post on Facebook gets shared to Instagram, so you can look me up through Instagram as well.
Awesome. And that's what it's all
about. And yeah, those are my only. I think I dipped my toe in the pool of TikTok, but
it's rough.
That's
a whole nother conversation. That's like a podcast for an hour long.
But Facebook and Instagram is your best way to reach.
So make sure you'll go check out, get some stuff, ask them. This is what we need to get. This is really cool, seriously. Because I was letting her know when I walked by, I was like, I have plenty of stuff, but I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
And that's what I know. And they got this awesome deer person in here. I showed it again.
Yeah, that's the king.
Cool. That's the king. Yeah. It's good to be king.
That's the king, Conor McNessa.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And all of the stuff in here is taken from actual ancient Irish mythology.
That's awesome, and that's really cool. So go check them out. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Like I always say, my name is BillKeyz, and you guys out there have a great, wonderful day.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Sorry, guys. I just got done doing an epic battle. But if you guys want to watch more videos, favorite videos, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Come along on this epic journey. Let's go.